Your brain is one of the most powerful tools that you have. And it's not even just for the obvious reasons like keeping you alive, breathing air, digestion, circulating blood, and all of those other things that you aren't fully aware of. Your brain is also responsible for your reality and what you manifest into your life. And here is what I mean by that. And listen up, because this is good. Your brain is responsible for your perception and the thoughts that you think based on the information you receive in your daily life. But as I've mentioned in previous videos before, you have the choice to think your thoughts. Your thoughts are not set in stone and they aren't even really real. They are honestly just your opinion on the information you're receiving. That's huge. You just choose to think your thoughts based on your perception, and your perception is formed from your subconscious programming. How you were raised, what you were taught, what you experienced, the list goes on. And your perception directly dictates what you see in your reality. Are you still with me? Go back and listen to that again if you need to, because it's probably one of the most important things that you need to understand about manifesting in general. Really, go back and watch it if you have to. There's a lot of information all at once. But this is why our thoughts are so important when it comes to manifesting, because thoughts and perception go hand in hand. Your thoughts are just your perception. And so many people get caught up in fearing or getting stuck in negative thoughts or worrying that thinking these negative thoughts is going to completely derail everything they're trying to manifest. But the thing is, it's not about fighting the negative or fighting these bad thoughts. It's about learning to control and channel your mind and your thoughts in a more effective way. Program them in a way to get the things that you want. And in this video, I am going to show you a simple exercise that you can use to program your mind in 5 minutes or less to manifest the things that you want and finally get rid of and break through those negative thoughts. You can literally program your mind within minutes, and it's surprisingly very simple. As you know, here on my channel, I like to simplify manifestation and the law of attraction to give you the tools you need to get the results you want. So if you are ready to jump in and learn how, be sure to hit that little thumbs up button below and let me show you how to do it. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Mary Kate and I'm a mindset coach and manifesting expert focused on getting you transformational results. My whole channel is all about manifesting, the law of attraction, meditations, and more. And I post brand new videos every Wednesday, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And now that we know each other a little better, let's get into this trick. And if you've been here on my channel for a while, you'll notice that this background's a little bit different. If you are new here, I just manifested a brand new house and we're doing a complete renovation on it. So there's a lot of renovations going on around the house right now. And I actually wanted to film in a place with a lot more light. So this area behind me is going to be renovated pretty soon. We're going to plant some really beautiful trees and foliage, and we're going to make it into sort of a meditation space. So once that's done, I will definitely be sure to give you a tour of that, and I am so excited to have that kind of beautiful Zen outdoor space, and I will hopefully be filming there and sharing it with you too. Sorry, that was a little side note. So let's get into it. The reality is that your mind is an extremely powerful and sophisticated machine. I mean, it's designed to keep you alive, right? There are so many layers upon layers upon layers upon layers that form your perception, your thoughts, your reality. But even with all of that complexity, this process that I'm about to show you involves just 3 steps. And these steps activate so many parts of your brain all at the same time. And don't worry, step 1 is the easiest and fastest part. It takes just a few seconds. So step 1 is setting the intention. This one is pretty self-explanatory. I am sure you've done this a million times before throughout your life. Just pick what you want. Choose one thing that you intend to manifest. Just one though. You can go back and use this process for other things that you want to manifest, but start with one at a time and make it simple on yourself. See? I told you, step 1 was really quick. And in just that step alone, you've already activated neural pathways in your brain. It's pretty cool, right? So once you've set the intention of this thing that you want, step 2 involves observation. You can't know where you're going if you don't know where you're at. Observe and see where you are in regards to this thing that you want. Whatever you've chosen to manifest, whatever you've set the intention for, put it under a magnifying glass and really see where you're at. What do you believe about it? How much do you think you can have it? What makes you think you can have it? Be like a detective on a mission and don't stop until you figure it all out, every last detail. This process of observation is seeing what thoughts come up and notice how you're perceiving them. Because like I said, your thoughts are just your perception, and you can change your perception and how you see things at any time. It's a choice. But you have to know where you're at to know what to choose to think. I would honestly say this process of observation is the absolute most important out of all of these steps because it gives you the chance to observe your feelings, both good and bad. And from there, you can see where these feelings are coming from, where in your programming you think these things that are forming these feelings. See how you are perceiving the things around you. And only you know your thoughts. So get clear on your whole perception and opinion of this thing that you want. And anything that doesn't feel good or support you getting to have this thing that you want, it needs to be shifted. And this brings me to the third step, which is disrupting. See, we're already on the third step. So here is what is going to happen for this step of disrupting. This part is probably not going to feel natural at first because you are changing a thought. You're changing a pattern, and essentially you're forming a new neural pathway. And to form a new neural pathway, it takes consistency. It's how the brain works. You have to commit to thinking a new thought until it becomes second nature and it feels real to you. This takes time and commitment. So for this step, here's what you're going to do. Every time a thought pops up that doesn't feel good, anytime a thought pops up that doesn't support you getting to have this thing that you want, and trust me, they are going to pop up, you are going to observe it, step 2, and disrupt it. Step 3. And the key is this happens so quickly. We think thoughts constantly, rapid fire all day long. So you have to notice it quickly and disrupt it. And what I mean by disrupt it is to stop for a moment and decide to change what you think about it. Notice that you're having this negative thought or feeling. And instead of fighting it, remind yourself that it's not true, it's not a fact, and that you are just thinking this thought or feeling this feeling based on your perception. You have the choice to see it differently. So how can you change your perception? How can you change the way that you're seeing this situation? How can you stop right where you're at, take a step back, and reevaluate? There are several ways to disrupt thoughts, and I encourage you in typical MK fashion to try a bunch of these out and see what feels right to you. Something I personally love to do when things are just feeling heavy or things just aren't feeling right, especially when I can't quite put my finger on what exactly it is that doesn't feel right or doesn't feel good, is to journal it out. It's tried and true, and there's a reason it's so popular. And when I journal, I like to ask questions to dig in even deeper, because that's where you find the best information is when you really dig deeper. Asking questions like, why am I feeling like this? Where is this feeling coming from? Why am I believing this to be true? And what can I believe to be true instead? You can also use things like that energy clearing exercise that I shared in my last video, clapping, stomping, moving, breaking up that negative energy that I talked about. I'll leave a link up here and a link down below if you have no idea what I'm talking about. That's a great resource to kind of break up the energy and see where you're at. You can also meditate on it. I highly recommend my quantum manifesting meditation, especially for this. I will also leave a link down below if you want to try that out. These are all resources you can use. Find what works best for you. Do whatever you need to do to take that quick pause and disrupt that thought or feeling. Because you are in control of your mind. And these feelings and thoughts only hold the energy that you give to it. Protect that energy. Stay true to yourself and decide how things get to be for you. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Also, be sure to download my free money mindset workbook. I will leave a link down below. This workbook is transformational at finding out your money blocks. There's techniques in there and so much juicy information. And also head on over to my Instagram at mkmagicmindset and say hi. And last but not least, you can check out my website, mkmagicmindset.com, where you can find more about my digital programs, courses, coaching, and so much more. And I will see you in the next one.